and this is day 2 of the federal jury trial, civil case against Officer Gutierrez in the Austin Police Department in the city of Austin for covering up the murder and not disciplining their officers. Officer Gutierrez is the only one that remains of the 2 shooters. Gutierrez shot 7 shots at Alexander Gonzalez, and Officer Lizzardo shot 10 shots and shot him several times in the back of the arm, back of the head, shot in the back. But the court decided, since Gutierrez said there was a gun on the 911 call, that Lizzardo, this is what I was told, is that Lizzardo was let go from the case because he was in fear for his life. Have you ever heard that before? So they're trained to say that. They're trained to lie and perjure themselves and all that. We got the safety team here. We're out next to the courthouse. So the federal courts, that's for your federal rights, civil rights, yet these guys here, they violate people's federal rights all the time, and they come after people of color and poor people all the time, and which is a violation of people's civil rights. But hey, so what they do is they just the homeless narcs is all they are.
No.
Closer?
Okay.
Everything safe?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Are we safe from the homeless today? No?
Safe from the homeless.
Yeah, that's what the safety is about, right?
We absolutely do our best, sir. That's for
I
sure.
spent like 20 years on the streets, just to let you know. I'm homeless press too.
Okay.
I'm with the Challenger Street newspaper. You might have heard of us.
No, I have not.
No, we monitor block by block. That's what we do.
You'll monitor us?
We monitor y'all,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
We monitor all oppression towards the homeless.
You believe we're oppressing people?
How are we oppressing people?
I'm
If
sorry,
you don't know, I
sorry.
can't help you. You should look on your app. I'm a do not contact by Downtown Austin Alliance,
Oh.
because I don't believe in lies. I don't fall for bull. I tell the truth, and I publish the truth.
All right.
Ask Raisin about me. Raisin had me thrown in jail for my free speech.
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
I'm
Block
sorry
by
you have a negative outlook on us.
Well, no, block by block is you guys are documented across the United States. Like, we know who your parent corporations are, the accounting firms, and all that. I'm with the press.
Kudos.
Yeah, yeah. This is supposed to be the People's Park, but instead it's block by block thinks that they own us. That they basically train the anti-homeless police here. They call the police on the homeless, and there's a group of homeless people over there that are hanging out. Not homeless people, but people that happen to be homeless. I mean, we can use the word, but we got to use it properly. Homelessness is a state of condition. A person is a person, no matter what. And all people just have the dignity of their rights. See, right now they're going to go over and like engage people right now. But yeah. So, anyways, we're covering this. I don't want to get too distracted. It's just I usually come up. They're telling that person she can't smoke a cigarette in the park. That's exactly what they're doing. But yeah, you see the yuppies come in here. They got 100 people do yoga, you know, fill up the park. Ford Corporation built a whole thing up here. Yeah, they're just, oh, he's spitting in the park. So spitting, throwing, you know, oppressing, doing racist harm against the community, that's okay. And the purpose of Street Forum was, originally when I started Street Forum, was to teach people their rights so that they could sue. Downtown Austin Alliance has come in here several times trying to arrest me for my free speech or my activism, either one. And, you know, back when I was attending all the street forums every week, and I don't do that anymore because, like I said, they've lost their ways. But yeah, this guy's training this blonde to be the anti-homeless police, and at the same time, we got a case in San Marcos where the San Marcos police shot a man, Malachi Williams, in the back. They shot him in the back and murdered him, and because they said he was homeless, So this thing goes on. It's not just an Austin thing. It's going on in a lot of towns around the U.S. The MAGA group, the conservative Republicans and the MAGAs, they hate poor people. They basically use the religious thing that God doesn't love you if you're not rich and white. Basically, they believe that God doesn't love minorities. They don't love minorities. It's just an excuse for what they do. And the safety team isn't here for safety. They're here to do anti-homeless work. So like it's all relative and all relevant to the types of whatever you let happen to one of us, you let happen to all of us. And that's how Alexander Gonzalez got killed, is because these anti-homeless, anti-black, anti-brown, anti-women, anti-disabled, anti-elder rules and laws that patterns and practices that they apply end up getting people killed, shot in the back, and murdered because they're all narking together. It's basically a general attitude of violations under color of law, of civil rights violations. And if we don't have our civil rights, if we're not free to do whatever we need to do, if you have to be on this Monopoly board game, this developed park right here that Downtown Austin Alliance thinks that they own, that's really a public park, but they invested in it. If they own it more than the public owns it, if they're gonna spend money to target the public rather than fixing their problems, then we're gonna continue to have people like Alex Gonzalez shot in the back by police. It's just the way it is. So we're going through day 2 of the trial here. And right now there's a digital forensics guy up there. I didn't really catch his name, but he's there doing 3D modeling and digital stuff.
She was a street dog and got run over.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't want to go. Gosh, I look at the sheet again. I want to go back again. Yeah, it's twinkle. Oh, you do? Are you having a good dog?
I do.
Yeah, sounds good.
I'm a minute. How old is
2 minutes, man. What about you?
So British people can come here and do whatever, but people from Austin that get evicted can't come here without being targeted. It's basically gentrification. It's basically just gentrification. Those are the anti-homeless police, just to let you know.
Huh?
Those are the oppressor. These are the racist oppressors that go after people of color that have been evicted during COVID that have to live on the streets. These two guys, block by block. That's their parent corporation. I've documented them very well. They had me arrested one day at this part, across the street, protesting them. And Ford Corporation, who works with Nazis. Henry Ford gave hundreds of thousands of dollars to Hitler to write Mein Kampf. It's American history. Huh? What do you mean vote? There's no fucking vote. It's all fake. It's all fake. I know you guys are new here, but this is what's going on in America. Gentrification. Gentrification and displacement. Yeah, that's what's going on. So you got the have-nots and the haves. So anyways, it's still covering this murder trial. Well, it's not even a murder trial because the DA refused to press charges. So what we found out yesterday is the Office of Police Oversight gave a recommendation that Gutierrez and Lizzardo, officers that shot Alexander Gonzalez, they wanted him fired. They made recommendations. The Citizens Review Panel, whatever. I always mess up the acronym, but the CRPC, I'm gonna say, the Citizens Review Panel Commission, handle use of force incidents with APD, and they review them at their own discretion. Back before they got disbanded by the police, they made a recommendation at the same time that Office of Police Oversight did a recommendation. Both of them looked at it separately and found that the officers did not need to shoot that Alexander Gonzalez and kill him. And so they asked for them to be fired because why? Because we don't want cops that are trigger happy on our streets, killing our people, especially people of color. And so they tried to get accountability, and the police chief, Chacon, denied it and then quit. And I just talked to one of the reporters in there that used to be with the Chronicle, now he's with the Austin Statesman, and he said Chacon left possibly partially because of this shooting and the results of it. So hey there, birdies. So birdies aren't getting shot, they're free here, but homeless people are getting shot from here to San Marcos. Are you here to harass me?
No, sir, I just want to make sure I got a picture of you for our...
Hey, here's a better picture. You want this picture? Here, take this picture. Take picture. That's picture. You guys need to stop harassing members of the press and other members of the community, or we will arrest you. Just remember that. Stop harassing us, because it's a crime. And don't make me have to arrest you for any felonies. Leave people alone. Go find a better fucking job, because I will come and protest you. Do not piss me off. Piss off yourselves. So anyways, that's yes sir, she says. Taking my picture. Ridiculous. So they do good stuff. Like here, they're making a big mess out of the water, which will go into the soil, and it'll water the plants and the grass out there. Actually, the mulch. It's just gonna water the mulch, but whatever. So they do, you know, they're cleaning up bird poop and leaves. Could use a blower, all that. Thank you. You're doing a great job. Thank you. Those two over there are harassing me and taking my photos. I told them to leave me alone. The other two downtown Austin Alliance are trying to harass me for calling them out. But you're doing a good job. But like, they're coming up to me like this. Both of them just did that.
Yeah.
They're lucky something didn't happen. Yeah, I'm tired of them harassing homeless people. That's what I keep being mad at. Just leave people alone. There's too many people like us of color out on the streets, and too many white people work from the downtown Austin Alliance.
Yeah.
It looks racist. All right, take it easy, man. Thank you. You too. See, I give respect when respect is needed, but nah, you're not going to come and harass people for filming you and questioning you in public. That's part of the job. They're working for a corporation that's working for the city and working for the businesses. There's no reason they can't be filmed on a public street or shouldn't be filmed on a public street. Anyhow, I got an errand to run here. Oh, this is nice. That's a nice photo. A little blurry, but super nice. As far as oh, they scratched that one off. Someone didn't like it. There's a lot of death. I don't know. I'm not sure about the death part. I'm not a necromancer, but check it out. So, yesterday we found out that there was no police accountability. The city doesn't punish or discipline its officers. They also asked for retraining. The Office of Police Oversight asked for retraining of the officers, asked for counseling of the officers, asked for change in policies and procedures, written police policies, and they didn't do it. The police department didn't do any justice work. They don't believe in justice. They don't believe in reform. They don't even believe that people deserve respect and dignity, or they don't have the city doesn't have a preservation of life policy. How are you going to walk around without a preservation of life policy, giving cops guns, letting them shoot? So the other thing is Gutierrez, the bad cop that first shot Alexander Gonzalez, shot him in the head, in the front of the head, and it creased his skull, causing brain damage. He was off duty. He just got back from a gym, and he had his gun somewhere, and he pulled his gun ready to kill somebody. See, he premeditatedly wanted to kill somebody. These cops are trained that they're always in danger, that they always need to fear for their life, and if they don't, they need to say they fear for their life immediately during and after shooting. And all reports say that they perceived a threat, they feared for their life, and they were trained to kill. And to tell you the truth, that's the policy and the training. That's the way that they're trained. It's an admission of guilt. It's a total admission of guilt. But what else? Let's see. Oh, there's so much information. Yeah, Lizzardo fired within like less than 2 seconds. They were trying to keep Gonzalez from getting to his baby. They didn't know that, but that's what they tried to do. He was trying to get to the back seat of his car to like get his infant. He couldn't think straight because he had blood running down his face, and he had brain damage from the first shot that creased his skull all the way into his brain. It caused brain, according to the forensic expert, the shot went through both. The Gutierrez shot, the hit, Alexander Gonzalez went through the front of his cranium. His skull went through both layers of skull and the tissues below that the retaining tissues below that protect the brain, and pierced that and damaged, sent shockwaves through his brain, and he couldn't even. His ears were probably ringing. I mean, that's not what the forensics expert says. That's what I'm saying. That his ears were probably ringing. They admitted in court, that the cops admitted that he had blood running down his face, and then he wasn't following orders. And the reason he wasn't complying with the orders is because they had shot him and injured him to the point that he could not follow the orders, is what the lawyers are saying. And the forensic experts are saying that when you shoot someone in the head and damage their brain and then try barking orders at them, it's not going to work. They're not going to be able to either hear you or respond properly or have cognitive ability to do the right thing. So yeah, there's a lot to this case. It's a very complicated case. The police say now that, originally I was told there was no gun. The police are saying that they found a gun. 10 days later, as from what I can tell, they put the gun, it was on the floorboard of the car, and they put the gun they put the whole car with the gun in it into impound, some kind of impound yard. And it was there for 10 days before they processed the gun. So it's looking like a throwaway gun. I would like to see the lawyers spend more time on that. So I'm gonna try to be nice to some people and not nice to others. It depends on how you react to me. And I'm an asshole. I'm just gonna admit, I'm a total asshole. But like, I am not the kind of person that lets police and the corporations target homeless people freely. I haven't done enough. I've done a lot, but it's never over. The oppression is never over. The lies of the city, the police, the Downtown Austin Alliance is never over. The oppression of people of color, people of poverty, people with disabilities, people of age like me, never, and I have a lot of those issues, never ends. And had I not been homeless for 20 years in Texas, I probably wouldn't understand things the way I do. And there's still a lot of things that I don't understand. But the reason I'm engaged is because I was already over there. You can do your yoga. You can walk around Austin as a white girl, no problem. But people of color, people of poverty, sometimes the same, we're all targeted. Downtown Austin Alliance, block by block, APD, safety teams, ambassadors. They've got like 5 levels of bullshit, 2 or 3 different colors of shirts. This lady just needs to take her damn turn. Just take your damn turn, lady. Okay, she's gonna let me go. I'm gonna go. It says I can go. But she was like in the middle of the intersection. All right, so here's where UT is. This is where the UT administration brings in warmongering corporations to declare nuclear war on other countries, including Raytheon. I can't remember all the other corporations. Some of them I can't really get my head around. Mirrors or something like that, I don't know. Some other corporations. Here's the Commissioner's Court, Travis County Commissioner's Court, where they pass laws against the homeless and pass laws against other people. They create women's prisons to capture more women and put them in jail. The solution to overcrowding a prison and jail is not to make a new jail. The solution is to relax the boot of oppression off of people's necks so that they're not breaking the law. You understand? People are just living their lives. All of a sudden you pass a law that says they can't smoke a cigarette. They can't whatever, this or that. And so that's what goes on. But 1 and 3. I don't know. I don't know. One of these damn things. Anyhow, so that's the coverage for right now. I'll read off until the bus comes. I'll read some of my notes for y'all. I got a lot of notes on the court case. They're not super complete, but they are my thoughts on what's going on. Okay. Hello. So the pig never got charged. Thanks for, I see all y'all in chat. The pig, as you say, Gutierrez didn't get charged. Lizzardo didn't get charged. The administrations tried to, the commissions and the police oversight tried to get them both fired, but the police didn't believe in it. All right, so, oh shit. Oh shit, I think I got my notes all mixed up. So day 2, plaintiff witness Angelo Stavaco did reconstruction digital of the photos, the videos, body cams, dash cams, drone footage, and surveillance video. And then Michael Smith, the resident at Treetop Apartments, also took a video. So all that was used to create digital reconstruction. Also, they used 3D modeling with like billions of points. They were able to synchronize available. Their goals were to reconstruct the digital, synchronize available video and audio files, spectrographic audio analysis of shots fired, analysis of digital evidence to reconstruct the oh shit, I can't read that. And then could create demonstrative exhibits. And he said that Gutierrez fired 7 shots, and he testified that he put in his report that he fired 8. He left 1 in the seat, and that hasn't been accounted for. The distance between the cars was approximately, we got it later, 5.6 feet between the 2 cars. Gutierrez, let's see, approximately 2.7 seconds before Gutierrez shot Alex Gonzalez. And Lizzardo fired 10 shots, as I said, mostly in the back of the arm. I think he had 4 or 5 shots in the back that also killed him. And he was shot in the back of the head by Lizzardo, right in the back of the middle of the head, whatever. And 2.7 seconds and 0.85 seconds from the time Gonzalez reached into the car to get his baby. So what? 0.85 seconds. So less than 1 second before he shot Gonzalez, based off the information that Gutierrez called 911 while he was off duty. The reason the DA did not charge those officers is because the DA doesn't believe in justice. The DA, Jose Garza, he's failed in the murder charges against Christopher Taylor 2 or 3 times now, because Christopher Taylor killed 2 people. He's failed to bring up charges against Officer Ruggio, District Rep Ruggio, APD, that ran into members of the press with his SUV while they were on foot and drove off. That's vehicular assault, felony, and he's told us he's not going to press charges. He failed to charge Officer Brian Yarger with throwing a black disabled woman that lives in a wheelchair, or that travels in a wheelchair. I mean, Officer Brian Yarger, corporal at the time, threw her out of her chair into the street, and that's a felony. I'm sorry, that's felony assault, and it's a violation of the Disabilities Act. All right, y'all. I'll be back. I'll try to get back on here later. I gotta go.